Oh, and they just peg it. Wow. So we checked out the weird route in Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, and yeah, it was absolutely diabolical. Honestly, the things that we were doing to Noelle and the other things we were doing during those chapters in the weird route, it felt dirty, it felt so wrong. It was way more terrible than what the heck was going on in the original route in Chapter 2. It was, I felt so bad. I felt so icky. But yeah, that title, that thumbnail, there's a few more scenes that you lot were telling me that I didn't actually check out. Apparently, there's a scene with Kris biting their hand, something to do with a piano. There's like some minor change with Azrael in the church when you go back for the second time to the Dark World, and Susie finding out about the prophecy thing, and something to do with praying at the church for Noelle. At these candles, something happens. So yeah, just like the other video, I'll leave all the links in the description down below. So we're going to check this out here. Some different dialogue in the weird route in Chapter 4. This is the whole thing with Azrael here. And again, I might pause here and there when I want to say something and take in the scene a little more. So let's get into this here. Weird route version. Friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined. So yeah, this is when Susie finds out about the prophecy, and Ralsei, the whole chapter. Did I call him Azrael a minute ago? I don't even know. I meant Ralsei if I said that. But Ralsei did not want Susie, and I suppose even Kris, us, whatever, to find out the whole end of the prophecy, because whatever the prophecy says, it comes true, it comes to fruition. Whatever is written down on that tablet will be had, will be done, will be through. And I guess something really bad happened. He just didn't want us to find that out. But yeah, in the weird route, he's got something else to say here. I want to believe again. I want to believe it can change. That there isn't just one ending. But what would that be? If there was something else, what would it be? And how do we know? It wouldn't be something even worse. Kris, never mind. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah, so while we do the weird route, I guess the prophecy is written that we're doing the weird route, right? So Ralsei already knows all this bad stuff that we're up to because, well, Ralsei knows the prophecy, right? That's even more stuff. It just gets weirder in the weird route, man. Like, the more we know now, like the fact that we know Ralsei knows the prophecy and stuff, and then us doing the weird route, and the weird route being a part of that prophecy at that point, because we're doing the weird route, like whatever route we take is in the prophecy, right? At that time, at that moment. And Ralsei knows the prophecy. Like, he knows how weird we are, and like, just stupid and stuff, and what the heck are we doing? It's crazy. It's crazy. So we're there just like comforting them, while Ralsei knows we're just torturing a poor innocent youth, Noelle, and doing all this other bad, strange, just wacky stuff. Kris, you can go to the fountain now. Susie's waiting. Right, and then like, here's the comparison here. Friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined, right? So we're going to see the complete different contrast here. I want to believe again. I want to believe it can change. That there isn't just one ending. Susie's hope, her naive hope, that wasn't said. It's infectious, isn't it? So until we see fate with our own eyes, let's believe too. Wow, that is a complete difference. And that's very subtle too. That is subtle. Dang. He just didn't even mention Susie. It was just like about us, really. The player. Being weird. Doing that route. Messing with Noelle. Messing with others. As bad as it is, it really does make me wonder how in the world the weird route will go. How it will multiply in the future chapters. Okay, so here is where we can pray for Noelle, and yeah, the whole strangeness is going to be had. So let's check it out here. What are these candles with people's names for anyway? It is birthdays, right? That's right! Obviously. Okay, quit smiling. What's the real answer? Oh, pray for Azrael. Pray for Susie, pray for Noelle. That's just rubbing it in, though. Yeah. If you go along and say pray for Noelle, I can see why they do what you lot told me they do. Because that is rubbing it in. That's pure cheek. That's more than cheek. That's crazy. That's salt on the wound. Holy moly. Wow! Kris just kicks it like that. We gotta see that again. That was like a jump scare. That was so immediate. That was so immediate. The moment you say it too. Wow. Kris is really fed up with what we're doing. I said it in the last video. They do not like what we are doing. Torturing Noelle, their childhood friend. They grew up with them, you know. We saw the scenes in Chapter 3 and the TV telling us about the holidays being together and the dreamers being together, and they were both happy families, and, you know. Dang. Torturing Kris's childhood friend like that. They absolutely hate it. They do not like it. Hey, Kris, don't. Look, I like breaking stuff too, but your name's on here too, idiot. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, I think we're about to enter the scene with the piano thing here. It's a keyboard that has settings to sound like either a piano or organ. You know, when you played piano earlier, it was actually kind of cool, I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but if you're playing every week, I might actually want to go to church. That kind of reminds me of something. Right, so Susie will say their story here. So, in one of the places I used to live, there was like this plaza, and they put this piano in it. So I started playing it thinking, you know, it might be fun. But I guess, maybe because I was so bad, or because it just looked like I shouldn't be playing, they told me I wasn't allowed to play it. So I backed off, and then they let somebody else play. Someone better. That's horrible. I don't know. I don't know why I expected I'd be able to play it. It's what I thought. That night, when no one else was around, I came back, and you know what I did? I smashed it. Yeah, I smashed the piano. So this is quite the same as in the normal route, the neutral route, whatever you want to call it here. Susie doesn't really say anything different. We're being told the same story. I probably would have just hated that about you, but now I kind of just want to hear you play. How many times can I say I love Susie? She's so great, her development. Oh, this is where it gets weird though. I'll never play again. Oh, that was crunchy. Hey, Kris. Oh. What happened? You started saying something. Then you like bit the heck out of your hand. Dang, that's gonna bruise. Oh, that's vicious. I should have told you that story. Forget it. It wasn't anything to do with you, Susie. We're just a freak. The player? The soul? We are stuffed up! I'll say it once, I'll say it again. We gotta go back on that one. Let's go back. That crunch, it was hard. It was hefty. Yeah, do it again. I'll never play again. Oh! I know I keep saying, like, how would this route turn out in future chapters? But at the same time, I'm scared. I'm actually kind of scared. It sounds stupid, but it's got so much worse just in Chapter 4. Like, all these scenes, I think they are so much worse than the stuff that was had in Chapter 2. Yeah, it was still stuffed up, but I don't know. Like, Kris is getting way more personal with themselves and the soul here. Like, we're seeing way more of what they don't like, what we're doing. I think it's that. It's definitely that. We didn't really see that much of that in Chapter 2. We didn't get Kris's retaliation. We didn't see Kris's reaction to how we are reacting and the things we are doing in the weird route. That's what's getting me. That's what's really irking me here and just like feeling all chilled up and like icky about it. Like seeing how they feel. Like I'm feeling really bad for Kris. I said it in the last video when we watched the Weird Route stuff, but I am feeling really bad for Kris. They are not the villain here. However, they are in the normal route. However, we think they are, whatever the heck they are doing in that route. Whatever, but here, dang, they are definitely not the villain, and I feel really bad for them. Okay, so we have an incredible video here by Ultra Z. As I said, all links in the description down below to the videos we're checking out here, as always, of course, where they actually check out all the interactions in the scene to do with Noelle. In the last video, we just saw the main interaction where you just keep pressing proceed, and then you put the thorn ring on her, and bad times are had. Bad times are very much had. But it'd be nice to see all the other interactions here and just see all the little differences and then the little other nuances to be had. So let's shut up and get into this here. So we got please don't. I guess I shouldn't. I mean, I know you didn't say anything, but I guess let's just leave it at that. I'm glad you're back. Dang, that's it. It ends just like that. Fades. Oh, that sound. I guess that ended the Weird Route. So Kris and Noelle just leave. Interesting. Alright, so this time, we're not actually going to enter the body of Kris. We're not going to re-enter our vessel. Kris, what are you? Oh, and they just peg it. They just peg it out. Dang. Wow. That's it. Kris grabs us, I guess, at that point. Holy heck. ... Kris, you can't fool me. This had to be your worst prank ever. Never do something like that again. So at this point, we just say nothing. And then it makes us go back to the normal route. So you can actually deter yourself on the Weird Route here. Right, it was a joke. There's a lot of options here where you can just... Then don't scare me like that anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of options here where you can just go back to the normal route. Let's just go back, okay? Dang. Yeah, that noise confirms it. That's crazy. Dang, that whole thing was a mess. And this is going to sound dumb, but you know what else kind of bites? Didn't even get to hang out. So this is the same, though. Because, yeah, we still have Noelle wanting to talk to us in a room. But now we're not in the Weird Route. What will change? What will change? Oh, we still don't want to say anything about it, though. Okay, that's still the same. It wasn't about me, right? Oh, fine, I won't bring it up again. Okay, so we don't say anything. Okay, so yeah, that was interesting changes that we didn't quite check out before. Like I said, if you want to see more of the major changes and just more of the Weird Route being had, check out our last video. Links in the description cards for one screen. But yeah, if there's anything else to do with the Weird Route somehow, some way that I still haven't checked out, let me know. But for now, if you want to see more Deltarune and whatever the heck else we do around here, you know what to do!